Good evening. I'm Matt Montoro, principal of North Pocono Middle School. I'd like to take this opportunity to invite all of our parents, grandparents, family members, and community members to our annual spring concert. Despite having 18 snow days and countless snow delays, our music directors and our students have managed to pull together a fantastic concert. We actually got to see the concert beforehand, which is a rare occasion. Usually the students see the concert afterwards. Tonight's also a bittersweet night as we begin our concert with the orchestra. This evening will be Mr. Cesarini's final performance. After 35 years of service at North Pocono Middle School, we will certainly miss him, but we want to wish him and his students a lot of luck tonight on their final performance with Mr. Cesarini. And finally, before I begin, I'd just like to remind you that this is a night for our students. So please show your respect and courtesy by applause for our students. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Our first selection was entitled Best of Bach. It's also known as the Birthday Cantata number 208 or the Hunting Cantata. It was written for the 31st birthday of Duke Christian of Saxe-Weissenfels. Our second selection is entitled Finale. This is the fourth movement of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, and hopefully we remember the Fifth Symphony. It probably has the four most notable notes in the music history. Da-da-da-dum. So that's Beethoven's Fifth, and traditionally at that time symphonies were composed of four movements, and that one that we just talked about was the first one. This finale is obviously the last movement of that particular piece, and we hope that you enjoy it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Our third selection is entitled God Bless the USA. It was written by Greenwood, first recorded in 1984, and it rose quite a bit in popularity, I guess as you can imagine, with the 9/11 attacks, and then later on with the 2003 invasion in Iraq. So we would like to dedicate this to all present and former military of this country, and all countries actually. God bless the USA. very much. Our next selection is entitled A Disney Adventure, and this is comprised of, starts with Zippity Doo-Dah, which, believe it or not, is all the way back in 1946 from the animated movie Song of the South. And then it moves to Once Upon a Dream, which is from Sleeping Beauty. Then Mickey Mouse March. Then the next piece is A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes, which is from Cinderella. And then it concludes with A Small World, which at the ending, ironically enough, the verse and the refrain are actually going on at the same time. So we hope that you enjoy A Disney Adventure. very much. Our next selection, I guess you could say this is an oldie but goodie. Over the Rainbow, 1939 movie, Wizard of Oz, sung by Judy Garland and won an Academy Award that year for Best Original Song. What I didn't realize is that that song was actually recorded just before the movie was released by a singer named Bay Wayne. He was a featured vocalist with the Larry Clinton Orchestra, but MGM prohibited the release of that particular recording. They wanted to wait until after the movie came out, and that Judy Garland sang it. So a little bit of trivia there. Another interesting tidbit about this particular song is that there's what we call a hidden verse. You don't hear it in the movie because when Judy Garland comes in, she comes in somewhere and then so on and so forth. But Harold Arlen, who wrote it, actually wrote a verse that happens before that particular part. And it is in your program, but I wanted to read the words to you because it kind of puts the whole song in perspective. When all the world is a hopeless jungle and the raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found, leading from your window pane to a place behind the sun, just a step beyond the rain. And then that's when she comes in with Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So a few years ago, I decided, well, I'm going to arrange that hidden verse just for the strings. So that's what I did. So the strings are going to play that verse, and then the whole orchestra will come in on the Somewhere Over the Rainbow part that we're all familiar with. So we hope you enjoy our rendition of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Thank you very much. Our final selection, and before we get to that, I want to take this opportunity, as I try to do every year, to thank all of you for coming out here, for the administration, for the school board. I've said this before, but it bears stating it again. I can't tell you how fortunate we are to have what we have up here at North Pocono. I mean, a full orchestra at the middle school level. If somebody told me that in college, I'd never believe them in a million years. And to sound like this, I don't know, I'm just so proud of the kids, and I'm so thankful for all of your help, all of your support, all 35 years. So, thank you. Thank you. Our final selection is entitled Warriors of Legacy, and I guess it's safe to say that this is our favorite? Yes. Yeah, not even close. Kind of an unusual piece. It's an original composition by Soon-Hee Newbold. It was a commissioned piece. It was written in honor of the port town of Fairhaven, Massachusetts, which was evidently a pretty important town during the Revolutionary War, and she wrote this to kind of commemorate that particular war at that time. So this is entitled Warrior Legacy, and I guess it kind of features everybody, so hopefully you enjoy it.
And I am in 8th grade. I have been privileged to play in this orchestra for 3 years under Mr. Ches. I have grown so much under his guidance that it is unbelievable. I owe it all to him. And not just me, this entire orchestra can have something to say over these years. Even the 6th graders have been with him for 1 year. They can all say something. But we're almost out of time, so we gotta let the chorus come soon. But I wanna say thank you, Mr. Ches, and happy retirement. We'll miss you.
Hi, my name is Jack Rousseau. I'm in 8th grade, and I've been in the middle school orchestra for 3 amazing years. To my misfortune, it was my last year here in middle school orchestra. During my years in orchestra, Mr. Cesarini has helped me not just to become a better musician, but to be a better person. He taught us not just to play our instruments, but teach our lessons in punctuality and the importance of doing our best. I speak on behalf of my fellow musicians when I say that Mr. Cesarini has changed my life for the better. Thank you, Mr. Ches.
Hello, my name is Jenny Chen, and I would like to thank Mr. Cesarini for the wonderful 3 years. Tonight was a great day, and I would like to thank everyone that made it possible. Happy retirement to Mr. Cesarini. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Cole Roberts, and I'm one of the seniors of the middle school. I would like to thank you, Mr. Ches, for challenging me to be a better musician, and I want to wish you a happy retirement.
Hello, my name is Alex Martin. You may not know this, but I'm actually in 8th grade. During my career as a cello player, Mr. Ches has always been there for me. These were the best 3 years of my life, but I don't know if I could say that for Mr. Ches. I'm kind of there's not much more to say. Everyone else has said what I was going to say. Have a happy retirement.
Hello, I'm Kaylee from the low brass section, all the way back there. Mr. Cesarini knows exactly where we are. Anyway, I just wanted to thank Mr. Cesarini for all the lovely memories, like when I played the Wii theme song on the piano, which he never let me do again, or when he confiscated my bag of Cheerios. Anyway, as you requested, I got, or rather made you, a round-trip ticket to Aruba. And we will all miss you for years to come, since you were the most vocal trombone player in the entire orchestra.
Hello everyone, I'm Nicola Hein. I'm a first violin, first row, 4th seat. And last year, coming up to the spring concert, I was having a difficult time handling my academics and my orchestra. So I felt like I wanted to quit. I went to Mr. Cesarini and I said, I'm going to quit right now. And he said, just wait until the concert. And so I did. And until then, I became a better musician. I became a better violinist thanks to him. So I would like to make a thank you to Mr. Cesarini for helping me throughout my 3 years in the middle school orchestra. Thank you.